Right.
Takes a toll.
Takes a toll, and then says, Sandra, we're not getting any younger. I know 11 years difference between us is big, okay?
Right.
But I'm very happy that I stayed as long as I did and that I could.
Right.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But if she can enjoy her time right now and have those more 11 years that I didn't have and she can enjoy, man, do it. Because you need to do it, and you need to put your priorities in order. And that, to me, for her, should be a priority right now. Her health, more than anything. And she did what good. And listen, if she wants to open a restaurant in a year, she can do it. But or if you're another business in cooking, rather catering, whatever she wants to do, she can do it. So it's not like, but I think she needs a break.
Yeah, I need a break. Yeah. It's just pretty overwhelming.
It's been a hell of a ride.
It's been a hell of a ride.
A great ride. Yeah.
It's been a great ride.
And let me say to all the people and all the wonderful friends that have passed away in the past, it's unbelievable how many people we have lost, friends that we have lost, families that we thought we were going to see forever. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I love everybody on the West Side. I love all my customers. I love all my people that came. Everybody.
Thank you for the support.
We had people of all nationalities come here. It's been great.
Welcome back to Enterrupt KC, the Kansas City podcast. It's my boy JL. I'm your man D-Rod, man.
Let's go, man. 2026,
2026, man.
2026, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Gosh, man, it's incredible. I mean, time flies, man. The holidays, gone. As fast as you want them here, they're gone.
Yeah. New Year, man. JL, you got any New Year's resolutions? You doing any of that stuff?
I do.
Really?
Some I won't talk about.
Okay.
But
anything you want to share with our fabulous, incredible audience?
If it's not country music, I'm not interested.
Really? All right.
Or Tejano music. I love Tejano music. Yeah, man. I mean, no, that's a joke. I'm joking. Man, you know what? Health is wealth, man. I intend to try to be a little bit more healthy this year, D-Rod.
A little bit on the health conscious side.
I know, it is what it is.
Man,
it is what it is, everybody.
Let me just say, this right here coincide with our guests tonight. We're going to get a little bit into that, man, because this is all in celebration,
yes, absolutely.
man. Big, incredible guests. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was going to say that, man. And, one of the main resolutions I have, man, is to get people to click that subscribe button more. It's right there.
Right there.
Doesn't cost you anything, man. Show support for some hometown kids, man. We're out here. We got some incredible guests, including tonight, lined up.
Oh, my gosh.
We cannot wait to share the stories of these businesses, these community leaders we're meeting with. Long time, mind you. So I'm excited about that, man. That's one of the resolutions I have for us here in Enterrupt KC.
Yeah, I'll second that, man. I'll second that. Same deal, man, trying to be a little, I told myself one of my resolutions, man, is I want to be nicer.
Nicer.
I want to be nicer. I'm a nice guy, right? And anybody who tells you that, I pay them, but I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a nice guy, but there's always room for improvement.
Absolutely.
With everything, man.
Continuous improvement.
With everything, man. So, I want to be a lot more nicer. I want to let those people in and when they're in traffic on the ramp. I want to, not wave to them with the number one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't honk my horn no more. I mean, I want to be nice.
Yeah. I get that, man. I get that 100%. And for everybody out there, be nicer, Kansas City.
Man, just be nice,
man.
Just
be nicer. I mean, man.
KC,
hold
man.
the door open. Say please. Say thank
everybody
you.
else
Tip your waiters. Tip your waitresses. Tip your bartender.
Definitely the bartender.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited to get this going, man.
Yeah.
We have some incredible guests this evening. As always, though, quick reminder, go back. If you're this first time you're seeing us, just look at, we have 62 episodes before this one. This is our 63rd. Go back, watch our episodes, Enterrupt KC with us. Follow us on social media, man. We're just continuing to grow. So proud of our growth and our reach here. Third year, man.
I'm proud of the people, man. Our supporters, our followers, man. Again, thank you, man.
Yes.
It shows. It
Yes.
shows that you support us.
Absolutely.
Right. So we'll keep on doing it as long as you guys keep on loving it.
Yes, sir. With that, it's time to interrupt our guest,
Come
D-Rod.
on, man. I'm ready to
I
clink,
know.
clink.
And by interrupt, you already know we mean introduce our guest. I can't believe we're here, D-Rod, but I can believe we're here.
Man, I can't. Man, there's so many stories
I know.
that
Can't
everybody
wait.
in this community has.
Can't wait to
bro.
get into
It's
it,
just
man.
insane. Let's go.
La Fonda El Taquito's own Maria and Sandy. How are we doing, ladies?
my
How's things
gosh.
going?
Doing good,
Yeah.
happy, and sad.
Yes, absolutely. All kinds of emotions, right?
Bittersweet.
All kinds
It's
of
real
emotions.
bittersweet.
Gotta be bittersweet. You guys recently shared the news. You are deciding to close. After how many years? How many years has it been?
What, 47, 48, counting January.
Wow, 48 years. So, D-Rod, that means before I was here.
Well, I think I was probably barely walking around that time.
Yeah.
No, I was walking.
I can't believe it. I want to get into all that. I cannot wait to hear you guys talk about 49 years ago, 50 years ago,
Yeah.
right? When the ideas started churning, where the recipes came from, who was yelling at who about cooking and throwing the tortillas at each other and all that, you
Like,
know.
when
Many
and
of
where,
those.
When
Many
and
of
where
those.
did it all start?
Yeah, because this is a Kansas City staple. You guys been here
Yeah.
for nearly 50 years, and so many people know about you all. So let's rewind the clock back. Let's go back young, Marie and Sandy, okay? Let's talk about where you guys are from, how you grew up, what the family dynamic was, all those things.
Well, I'm the oldest of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy and I are 11 years difference in age. She's the baby.
Okay.
I was raised here in the community. I went to kindergarten here at Our Lady of Guadalupe. I graduated from Our Lady of Guadalupe. I went to Redemptorist High School and then Bishop Lillis. I knew everybody here in the community. I was involved in all the Mexican fiestas.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all happening during the time that we started the restaurant. That was still going on.
You're from the West Side
I'm from
originally.
the West Side.
What part?
Right here, right in the center of the West
Well-
Side. I was on 2127 Madison is
There
where
we
we
go.
lived.
Okay,
All right.
gotcha.
And I just walked down the street and go to church and go to school every day. All our neighbors, everybody was always outside playing. We had
Right.
wonderful people in our blocks. Everybody knew everybody.
Mm.
All the grandmas, all the grandpas, all the kids, all the cousins. I mean, it was really cool place to be living in the West Side.
Right.
And it was all the way till the end of, before the I-35, came through. What was it, Jefferson?
Mm-hmm.
I think, no, past Jefferson, Washington. All those blocks were still full of our families, you know. So there were a lot of kids, a lot of families, a lot of good times.
Right.
It was really neat.
Everybody running around.
Everybody running around, and everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
And you went to Bishop Lillis. That's a school that a lot of people went to, but it's not around anymore.
Actually, Bishop Lillis here, we would have our annual alumni. And for St. Patrick's, we had that held here for years here in
Every year.
this restaurant.
Every year.
Really?
It was known for everybody to come down, and it was party time. The Irish are just like us, aren't they? Oh my God,
and
they're just
we're
like
talking-
us.
They're
Yeah, talking
Catholic.
from
They have big
classes.
family and they like to drink.
But classes from like the 40s maybe?
Except for this
40s
year,
and
it was so
50s?
funny when we had our last one last year, the reunion. I was one of the oldest that was here, and I think one guy was older than I was.
Yeah.
That was really
Sad to
funny
say,
to
a
see.
lot
Yeah,
passed.
a lot of them have passed away already.
Yeah.
I graduated in 1968.
Yeah. So your family, Medina family, yes. How many brothers and sisters? For people that don't know, they don't know you.
Well-
Talk about that a little bit.
The Medina family was not here. That was my father. My
Okay.
father came from Mexico. My father's from León, Guanajuato, and my mother met him in Mexico. My father was a professional soccer player in Mexico.
Wow.
He played for the several teams, and the last one he played for was Atlas, which was a team. I believe that was it. My brother will correct me if I was wrong, but it was one of the final teams that he played for us. That's why we have his pendant and his picture. And as a
Okay.
matter of fact, this year for the World Cup, the Mexican consulate is doing a little documentary on my father, and it's going to be in their their gallery or whatever they have,
Is that
and they'll
right?
a presentation of him and those that
What an
came.
honor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of them, a lot of Mexican people that came from Mexico came with degrees and were professionals,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
came
yeah.
for a better life. My
Right.
dad came because my mom miss Mexico. I mean, miss Kansas City so much
Right.
that's why they came back to live over here.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And so, how many brothers and sisters were there? Again?
There was 4 of us. There's
Four.
4 of us. There's my brother Chris, Medina, my sister Yolanda, and Sandra.
Got you.
So yeah, we lived here in the neighborhood, and that's the side of my mother.
Okay.
My great grandmother came with 11 kids, and those 11 kids all married here in Kansas City and had families. So just like the many families, and I'm looking at you, Daniel, the Raya families and all the Rodriguez families, big families.
Yeah, big.
All the moms had at least 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 kids. So,
I'm
yeah.
the youngest of 11.
You see?
Yeah.
And that was like in my particular family, my grandmother only had 4. And one passed away. So that was a small family
Right.
compared to all the other ones. But yeah.
You know what's crazy today? That would be probably considered a pretty big family. 4.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
yeah.
That would be considered a big family.
But it was so cool to be part of such a big family.
Oh man.
And the
for
reunions were awesome.
I'll bet.
you know. I think the last reunion was at the Armory. And how many?
Oh, yeah.
Mom and Dad.
Over
I mean,
1,000. I mean, and that was
Wow.
It was
and there was
amazing.
still people missing. So
Yeah.
many cousins missing. So that was pretty awesome.
That's
and
amazing.
that would be true with a lot of families here.
Yeah,
They were to
absolutely.
take their pictures. They would all have, I'm sure, thousands, and we're probably now all related in some way.
Yeah. Hey, that's why
Probably
we
We've
That's
talked
how
about
it
that.
is.
That's-
We've talked about this before.
That's why we
Maria.
call each other cuz. Hey, cuz.
No, listen, this is a real thing, Maria and Sandy. We've talked about this with our guests. Like my son, he'll come home. Both of them, they've come home. They're 10 years apart, and they're like, "Oh, I'm talking to this girl. She's a Mexican girl." I'm like, "Whoa."
You're related. You're
What's her
related.
last name?
What's her parents? Who's your mom and dad?
Who's your mom and dad?
Oh, that's happened
We
before.
might have to end this real fast,
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
unfortunately, I get it. But I think you can be okay after they're the 3rd, 4th cousin, no? Something like
Yeah,
that.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Who's counting after? Who's counting after one?
I'm not judging.
We
I'm
ain't
not here
going
to
there.
judge. I'm not here to judge. So I mean, did you guys talk? I mean, growing up, going to school, big family. Were you guys cooking? Did mom cook? Dad cook? I mean, what'd that look like?
Well, I think I'll answer that because Maria wasn't the cook.
She wasn't.
No.
But yeah.
I'm the baby of the family. I just remember my grandmother, my mom and dad. When I was little, they all worked, my parents. But I remember going home after school. My grandpa would pick me up, and we'd go home, and I'd have my grandma cook dinner
Yeah, yeah.
for the family,
Right,
and that was a daily thing. But I liked it.
course.
I enjoyed it.
right.
You know,
You
that
was always in that kitchen.
Yeah, and I don't know,
Little,
Yeah.
10,
Oh,
11.
yeah.
I don't know.
So that's when you started.
That's yes.
Get introduced to it and started wanting to cook.
Yeah.
What, can you remember? And hearing about that, we all have them. But can you remember your favorite meal that your
Oh
grandma?
my God! We didn't have much, but I mean, our basics was,
Yeah.
of course, we always had the frijoles, arroz,
Of course.
or fideo.
Yeah.
But we'd always make a guiso just out of whatever
Right.
we had.
Whatever.
My mom
Picadillo.
Picadillo.
My favorite were albóndigas
Albóndigas.
that she would make.
and the enchiladas.
Enchiladas was every Friday.
Really?
Yeah, we had enchiladas.
So,
every Friday.
and I asked that because even like my childhood, right? I mean, I remember my mom would make chicken and mole for our birthdays, and at that time, everything was by scratch, right? Everything
Oh,
they
yes.
did, everything by
Oh,
scratch,
yeah.
right? No, nothing. So that was always like the best meal that we
Oh,
would
my
have
God.
for our birthdays. That was it. Like
Chicken
Right.
mole was the
Chicken and
best.
And sopes. Ours was sopes. Oh my God!
Did-
Something. Yeah.
Sandy,
sopes.
did your grandmother, did she ever talk about like where she learned to cook or the recipes
You know,
or anything like that?
My grandmother was like the middle of, I think, of all her siblings, but she was the one that pretty much helped and raised her siblings and helped them, and she
Right.
did the cooking for all of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it was just natural to her. I think.
absolutely. She was
Yeah.
accustomed to cooking and caring for people.
yes, exactly.
I get that.
And she
Yeah.
was one of the older siblings. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
but
a natural thing.
But also when they came, and because they only had 4 kids, my grandfather would go and he had a truck, and he would go and get produce
Yeah.
at the markets. And then he would come up and down the streets here because a lot of people didn't have cars, and he would sell the vegetables to all the families.
Right.
So everybody knew him, and if they didn't have him, he goes, "Here, take this, take
Give me
that."
that shit.
That's how they help each
that was like
other,
in the 30s?
and that was so cool.
The
Yes,
late 30s,
So
30s?
that, and then so my grandmother would make a lot and give it to also to her families. If she would make un caldo or something, she would make a pot for this family today and
Right.
another sister tomorrow, just so make sure
Yeah.
everybody had enough to eat.
So, Maria, Sandy, when your grandmother, obviously, when she passed away, went on to better places, did Sandy keep that consistency?
Oh yeah,
I think
Sandy.
so.
Yes.
And I asked that because, like, for example, my family is the Leon family over from Fairmont, and when my grandma and grandpa passed away, which was a week apart, unfortunately, there's one aunt. God, they're probably going to hear this. And
Don't say her name. Man.
I won't say her name, but she maintained what I still feel is my grandmother's cooking, right? And so I'm like, man, this. And when she cooks for me, I'm like, oh my God, this takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
when I eat it, right?
Right.
So that's why I asked that question.
Well, that,
She does.
I tend
I can
to
tell
do
you that right now. She
Even
does.
on my days off, or I have the nephews and the nieces
Yeah.
and my sisters to come over. Even they said, "Why do you want to cook after you're working at the restaurant?" But that kind of gives me what it is.
Relaxes,
It relaxes,
enjoyment.
It does.
Well,
Enjoys
that
and
makes her happy.
Peaceful.
You know
Pieces
what
of
they
that.
say. They say the kitchen's the heart of the house.
Well,
right?
it is
agree.
for me.
The kitchen is the heart of the house, and that's where all the love comes
and
from.
I just come up with shit, whatever. It's good. It's good. They're like, Dia,
It's not
wow,
shit,
Dia,
okay? I think
Dia.
we don't want to use that
Well,
word.
it's kitchen. But,
I
but
understand
it's
what
like,
you're
Dia,
saying.
wow.
You make
wow.
something out of nothing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be
beautiful.
easy, whatever, but I know they enjoy it.
At some point, right? I mean, just as you got older, Sandy, you're cooking, Maria. I mean, before the restaurant, what were you all thinking about doing in life? Let's talk about
Well,
that.
since I was married at 21, and my husband's from Guadalajara,
Okay.
and right away when I came back, I was fortunate enough to get on with the airlines. I worked for Braniff Airlines, so I worked for the travel industry until when I was 28. Is when then I went to help part-time at the restaurant because I was still working for the airlines for many years. I worked a long time for the airlines. And I think it was like when we were on 39th Street is when I stopped working and managed that place with my father.
I remember that.
So this was originally on 39th Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the original place was
Was
on
on
20th and, 17th, and Summit. That was where my mom and dad opened the first place.
Really?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
Los Alamos is?
Up on top of the hill.
No.
Well, right next door.
Right next door.
Well, not the
Not the bar, but
not
the other one.
It was just a little
What year
place.
was
It was
that?
the one next to the house.
That was in 79.
And it was very small. And it went long. In
It's
the
a-
front, it was just a counter like this, like the old cafes used to have with like maybe
And
four.
people could see
I think
us
it was
cooking.
6 stools, right?
Yeah,
I think around,
and a
and then
counter.
and then they had 2 little tables
Yeah,
with the
I-
2 seats in. Then the
Really?
grill was in the
I
back.
think the capacity was like 30.
No, Sandy, we
Yeah,
wanted
it
30
was-
pity. I don't think we could.
Or 25.
Oh, well, no, I don't
But
even
we
think
had-
that. It
people
was
could
small.
See us cooking. Could
So
see us
I
cooking.
remember the one on 39th Street. That's over by
That was
Wyoming.
after.
39th.
Do you
and
remember?
like-
And Minsky's there
Yeah,
now.
there's yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
ones that outbid us on the building. That's
Right,
why we didn't stay there, which was a blessing because look, we ended up being able to get this place, which was really a blessing. The other one would have been too small. We would have been.
But
Wait,
that's where we got started.
The-
was the one on 17th.
Is that the
and
bootleg
Summit.
Minsky's?
Yeah,
Okay.
the bootleg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they had their place when I was a kid. Is when I remember that 'cause I lived right down the street from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So originally 17th and Summit.
17th Summit, and great stories about that restaurant because it
Tell
was
us
so
one. Tell us one.
small.
Tell us one.
My grandmother was still alive, and it was my mom and dad, myself, my brother-in-law Mike. I'm sorry, and God bless him. He just passed away, but
Rest
about a
in
month
peace.
ago.
Rest in peace, Mike.
And I think, you weren't there, Maria, or Enrique. But Grandma, Mami Cota, we call her Mami Cota. But
Yeah.
she would wash their baskets and peel garlic. And
Yeah.
But then once it came about 2 o'clock, she was done.
Yeah.
She was ready for her
She was ready for
whiskey
a
and
nap.
her shot. No, her whiskey and her shot of tequila.
Right.
And her
then-
cigarette.
And her cigarette. And then we had a little chair for her in the back, and she'd pass out. Those are the best. And at that time also that's when we started getting famous for our taquitos, my dad's wife, the carnitas and all that. That's when it pretty much, because I don't think people were familiar with that.
No, we didn't have the social. There were no
Right.
soft shell taquitos in Kansas City. He was the first to put them the carnitas, soft shell. That's why we made our tortillas. Because the only tortillas that we're selling here were, I think, was Flor de Mayo, it was Perez, I can't think of the other ones.
Yeah.
There was 2 or 3 of them, but the tortilla for the taco suave that we wanted for soft shell, nobody was making them here.
And that's, well, we have to go back there because we moved to California, L.A. for a couple
To
of years.
learn how to do that.
to
Oh,
learn.
really?
Yeah, my dad's nephew had a tortilleria in L.A. and
So
yes,
we all
my
moved
dad-
over there.
So what year was this about?
Oh,
Maybe.
God.
Ooh,
Look,
that was
let me
if
tell
we
you right now,
opened in
because it had to
'79.
be-
It had to be in
Because little
76.
baby, remember the little John Paul?
We
He
were
was
there-
2 or 3, so
we
that
were
would
there
have been
about
in
3
90.
years.
Let me tell you right now when it was. It had to have been like in 81, 82,
No.
83.
Because we
Yes.
opened in '79, babe.
Okay.
So it was before.
So it took a
It was
couple
before
years.
Anyway.
because my sons were born in 72 and 74.
Okay, so then.
Yeah, so it
All
would have
right.
been in
And they were-
75.
yeah,
Okay.
About 75.
So let's back up from that just a second. So you went there intentionally to learn how to make tortillas.
My dad,
Yeah,
and
my
I
dad
was,
did.
Yeah, I was
So at
16,
some-
so I had to go. Shit, they wouldn't leave me.
And
I had no choice.
And I went because I was able to transfer
Your
the
job.
airlines for where I was working Kansas City to LA.
Right.
So that worked out great.
So
And how
was
long
that-
did you stay there, you said?
2 years,
Two,
almost
3
3 years.
almost 3 years. And that's when my dad decided to come back to Kansas City. and
Was that
open-
intentional though?
Yes,
Sandy?
that was
To-
intentional.
To start the business to
Well, I
take you
don't
to
know.
California.
Well, I don't know if he had that in his thought. I have no idea.
I think so,
You
Sandy.
think?
Yeah,
Well, I
my
don't
father
know.
went intentionally to learn how to make the tortillas so he could bring that tortilla product back here to
Back here,
Kansas City.
back here, yeah.
That's what it was for. And it worked out because he had always wanted to open a restaurant again, and
Mm-hmm.
he was a good cook. And that's how it happened.
Okay.
And
What's his name? What's your
my father's name is Agustin
Augustine.
Medina, but they used to call him, when he
Alias?
played professional, Chino.
Chino.
Chino Medina.
That's what everybody knows about his
And he
Chino.
played and he ended his career in the 40s.
Now I've heard of cool names. That's a cool name.
Thank you.
Chino Medina.
Chino, because his hair was curly.
Super
Very
curly.
Really?
Yeah.
And also, he was a very good singer. My father had a beautiful
Yes,
voice.
he did.
Really?
And none of us took after
You
him.
guys got
None of us.
You don't want to say
well,
that.
hey,
No, you
after
don't
a
wanna hear
couple
me
of
sing.
these, after a
Well,
couple
we
of these,
Well,
try.
we could do that, you sure?
We try after a few.
So you learn to make the tortillas. You come back to Kansas City.
And he buys a machine,
He buys a machine.
a little machine.
Okay, and so did this
And
start
opened
off?
the restaurant on
Okay,
17th
was
and
it a
7th.
tortilleria too and a restaurant,
Yes.
or
Well, yes.
Well,
Basically, the
yes,
tor-
and it wasn't because when we first started, we were just using it for our product, for our
Right.
tortillas.
Right.
And then when we got the hang of it, then we started selling the product. We would sell it there on the counter. People kept coming and coming, so then it grew. So we ended up buying the factory in Kansas.
Ah, okay.
And that's where it became successful until today. I mean, we're very blessed.
Yeah.
Good product. People love it.
so that's why El Taquito is in the name,
Yes.
because I always wondered that La Fonda El Taquito.
But
But
Daddy
the
came
real
up
name
with
was
the
El
name.
Taquito. That
It
was
was-
the original
yeah,
name.
that makes sense.
I told my dad, I said, we could keep it El Taquito. He goes, no, let's put it La Fonda El Taquito.
Yeah.
Just because it was a bigger restaurant. And La Fonda meant inn welcoming to come and eat
Yes.
and rest.
Yes,
So.
that's
Yeah.
what it means.
I always wondered about the El Taquito part for some reason. That always stuck out to me. Like there's something there. I
That
don't
he
know.
thought of the name, and that was a great name to
That's
have. Nobody
awesome.
was using it then.
Yeah.
Daddy was good about.
Let's
stuff
give a
like
salute to that. You know
All
what
right,
that is.
salud. Yay,
Salud. Salud.
that. Chorizo con papas.
Chorizo con papas.
That's my alias.
Chino Medina. That's an amazing story, backstory there. So, the name, your dad came up with the name. We were going to ask that anyway, how the name came about. So, your dad came up with the name. So, this was all his idea. Is that fair to say?
Well, him
Yes.
and my mother.
Him and your, what's your
My
mother's
mother
name,
had
by the way?
Teresa. Her name was Teresa Garcia. Teresa
Teresa,
Garcia,
okay.
yeah. And she worked here in the community. I don't remember the name of the company that she worked for, a candle company that was actually down the where Rhythm and Blues is.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there in the corner, they used to have a big candle factory. And a lot of the girls and the women from the community worked there for him.
Okay.
And my mother was there for many years. She was one of the managers. And then after that, she went and worked for Jack Henry's because she was a very good seamstress. So she worked there for many
Down
years.
on the plaza?
Tailoring men's coats,
Wow.
and fixing them. She worked there, and that's where she retired from.
Okay.
And then after retiring, they opened this restaurant.
Yeah, open a restaurant.
Yeah, and it's like, Mom, what were you thinking? It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work.
It's a 7-day-a-week.
Oh yeah,
Business,
they
yeah.
worked very hard.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, my mom and dad worked very hard.
So, 17th and Summit, 39th Street, Bootleg Minsky's area. That's what we call it, by the way. Which, by the way, anybody who's listening this far, we have an interview, our podcast episode set up with Greg Johnson. The 50-year celebration of Minsky's is
Awesome.
in
Oh,
March.
wow.
Oh, really?
Cool.
And we're gonna be talking to him here in the next month or so.
That is gonna be cool.
Teaser for anybody listening.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask him about the bootleg Minsky's. What happened there?
Yeah.
It's a joke between D-Rod and I.
We used to go there all the time.
Yeah, we did.
I stopped going there when they bought the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So then at some point, you came back to the community, right?
Yes.
Now, talk about that transition, because this is a bigger space. It's on the corner. I mean, it's prime, right?
Right.
Prime location. People know your family. This is where you're from, right? What did that early days of La Fonda El Taquito look like here on the west side?
Well,
Was it the full menu it is today? Like, I mean, at some point you brought in the menu, things like that, right?
And
Yeah.
even what was this place before you got it?
what was the name of it before?
It
It was
was,
a Westside Grill,
Westside Bar and Grill.
Bar and Grill.
By
I believe it was owned by the Hernandez family.
Bobby Hernandez.
And prior to that, I don't know if that was Amigos.
Amigos.
Was here for a while.
Okay.
It started way back
Yeah, it was
Right.
the
in the
DeFeos.
30s with the DeFeo Italian family.
Italian
The
family.
Fails? Yeah.
And they were very receiving of the Mexican people.
Yeah.
They really liked the Mexican people. They were good to the Mexican people, and that's why they were very protected by the community here.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
for
DeFeo brothers were very good to the
They
people.
own this building?
They owned this building.
Okay. All right.
And then I don't know what business came in afterwards, but it was another bar for probably a long time.
Yeah.
It
and
had
was-
been during the time when Sanchez Market and all that were here.
Oh, yeah.
That was back in the day.
I
That
remember
was.
there was a place next door that my dad used to take me to called Casablanca.
Oh, I'm trying
Oh,
to
I
think.
remember
You remember
Casablanca.
that?
familiar.
Wasn't
Casablanca?
that? It was down the street.
No, it was right here. It was
Wasn't
like
it right here next door? Who owned
it was
I
all
can't remember,
red
but
inside. I remember it was all
the
red
name sounds
inside.
very familiar.
red
Casablanca.
inside, big tall chairs. I remember being a kid going in there.
Yeah, that one I don't
I
remember.
can't remember who owned it.
Well, I remember
don't know.
California's right here.
Yeah, right
Oh,
up the street.
California had a great product.
Man.
Yeah,
They had a good product.
And
When
Vince,
we moved in here, they were just closing and
Going on the
expanding over
corner.
to the corner.
Yeah.
well, even you're talking about their relationship with the Italians, DeFeo. I think even Vince Ramirez, he worked with the Italians I
For a
think,
long
DeFeo's
time
for
because he
years.
was
That's
at the
how we
market
got-
for many, many years. Mr. Ramirez was a very hard worker.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
A good guy.
He was a good
very
man.
good
Good
man.
man.
And his wife also.
Yeah,
A lot of good memories. La Fama, Holy moly.
Fama, yeah.
Fama.
Man, still the best
my
bondusa
God.
ever in Kansas
Are
City.
they
You go
opening
back.
something
Wow.
There's a La Fama
I
right
said
here.
no. I don't think so. They
What
just
is
put the
that?
name on. Why? I don't know. I have no idea
I
why
don't
they
know.
did that. Maybe just to remember
I had to do
what
a
was
triple.
there.
I ain't gonna lie, I did a triple take when I saw it. I was
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did too. We thought maybe they're going to start opening up
Well,
again.
even the daughters asked me. I said, if you don't know,
How
how would
we
I
gonna
know?
know?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know who's around that would make anything.
No,
Well,
no,
Lula
they're
still,
not.
Lula
Oh.
still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's still.
Wow.
And I'm not sure Sylvia.
I don't know.
So back to the restaurant. So, man, we could talk about the
I
West
don't
Side
know.
Memories
Yeah,
forever.
we talk about
Like I went to preschool right up the street at the church on the corner, the white church.
Oh, you went there in the corner?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, back in the
All the
day
hoodlum
when
West Side kids,
this
we
was
all went
really
there.
started to boom, when Clara Reyes started Dos Mundos, when Hector Barreto started the small business. Because of him, we have the National Hispanic
Right. Chamber.
Chamber because of him
Right.
from Kansas City.
Right.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely.
And Clara Reyes with Dos Mundos having the first bilingual newspaper. That was pretty impressive here in the Midwest. We had
Yeah.
some really good leaders.
Right.
I remember Esther Wolf, Frida Mendez Smith, all the work they did with Mana. You know, we had some really good organizations. And what happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe me, we know. We this place has changed a lot. But you guys, 1979, early 80s. I mean, we just talked about all the memories here of the West Side. You know, you had a product, and obviously with the older family members, right? They moved on in life, right? They passed on, and at some point, you two became the face of La Fonda. Right? You became the face of that. So, you know, what was important for you when the transition of those things started happening? Like, did you guys ever consider, even back then, like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this, maybe we should let it go, or anything like that?
Yeah, it was a big transition. You know, we learned a lot of lessons for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not easy working with family
at
at all.
Yeah.
But
It's up and
You guys-
down
you
to
guys
roller
You
coasters.
never argued, right? You never-
Oh God, never.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I think we learned throughout everything.
Yeah.
We
To
know
earn.
who we are.
Your strengths.
We
you
know.
who
I
does-
know
yeah.
her so well, and she knows me so well.
Yeah.
We can know when we trigger each other. We know when we're don't want to trigger each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
But-
our ups and downs.
But
of
we've
course.
also respected this business because
Absolutely.
it's so important.
Yeah.
I get emotional because
it's
my
fun.
mother and father left us a wonderful, wonderful gift. And thanks to Sandy and her hard work and making sure the food came out good. See, that's the thing. People will wait for the food sometimes for an hour, but they don't get it. If you want the food to taste like you want it to taste, then you have to wait, and it has to be done right. And everything's pretty much organic for us.
Right.
Everything is done by hand. You know, every item that we do, we care.
Yeah.
And she cooks with love, and Martha cooks with love,
Yeah.
and then it
But-
shows, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but during those times, you know, we learned a lot because we had also, you know, we had a lot of entertainment, the
Yeah.
bar, and it's like we either focus on the restaurant, the food,
Or the bar.
Yeah, it just was too much,
Yeah.
you know. And I think what calmed everything down was the COVID, and then we just like, wait a minute, okay.
What's important here?
Yeah. And it's our food. It's our
Right.
food.
Talk
Right.
about the
And
food.
I grew up,
Yeah.
you know, and I said, this is it. But yeah, the food is what the people
about the
want.
food. How did you decide? I mean, as we all know,
Right.
the dishes and the plates and so much food that we got. You guys have to go through and like make a list of
Yeah.
like how did you decide on what you were gonna serve?
We narrowed it down to pretty much to see what was our best sellers and what people really wanted.
Yeah.
You know, not have like a book full of.
Right, yeah.
You know,
What
we
is your
want
best seller?
everything fresh.
We have
Oh,
several.
My God, we have several.
We have the
The
chicken soup is one of our best sellers. Our burrito spreads are one of our best sellers. Our tacos, fried tacos, enchiladas.
I think
Our
I've had all
carnitas.
that. You're right. I think I've had all that.
Menudo.
throughout my time.
The carnita plate
Our
is
menudo.
a hitter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I bet those are the best ones we
And
had.
I ask that for our audience and for our people that aren't familiar, because there's a lot of people that you know, we said even off camera, that reached out to us that want to come down here and try it. You know, so those people that don't know, trying to get them aware of
Well,
like
that's
the
pretty
most
much
popular.
it.
Yeah,
My
we-
rice and beans are excellent.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are all
The frijoles
original
are too.
recipes
Shit, and the
from
rice.
your
Our
grandparents.
carne de puerco con chile sure is. Our arroz, los frijoles.
Wow.
We make nopales. We have the taquitos that my dad make, the al pastor asada,
Yeah.
but the carnitas are
The carnitas are the
ones
bomb.
that we feature.
Yeah.
Costillas, you do costillas?
No, we haven't done costillas.
You know, we just don't.
Yeah.
No,
It's-
but I like costillas.
I do. too.
Oh, I make them home.
Yeah. Sandy, you have to come to my house to get that.
Yeah.
The nephews
Come
and
to your
nieces
house.
get the costillas.
And Maria knows she loves my costillas.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
There's certain things of her dishes that she doesn't make here that I ask her to make for my house.
Yeah. What I mean, both of you separately answer this. I mean, what did you enjoy the most over the last, 40 plus years, almost 50 years of this restaurant?
For me, the people,
Yeah.
all the people that have been through here.
Right.
A lot of people have. I feel we've done made a lot of people happy because whatever event or whatever they did here made them so happy.
Right.
And that's a plus. And but everybody that comes through the door, we hug. It's like we know everybody. And after 47 years, you'd be surprised when the grandmas may be gone, but the moms, the kids that were babies are now grown up. Generation after generation, you can't beat that. You can't put a price on that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That like you said, that has to be amazing, seeing the generations that
Yeah.
come in here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you see them when they were this small to
Right.
now.
And
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
Now they're 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know us.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll
yeah.
know it. They'll go, Tia Sandy.
Yeah.
They know us, and that's the coolest part.
And I agree with my dad. Exactly.
The
Same-
people?
The people.
Even back in the kitchen, you're like,
Yeah, but they still come and see me.
They come
go
and see
back there.
Yeah.
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 They'll
I
give
love
a shout out to her all the
I
time.
love
Oh,
it.
yeah, for sure.
I love it.
You talked a little bit, briefly about the bars and trying to work with the food and having the bar. One thing I said again before we started, when I was talking to you, like I remember coming here on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when you guys
We
would
got
have
some
the
good
DJ.
photos over here,
Well,
actually.
yeah, that's
I
what
just got to
was
tell
telling
you something. I would work most of the nights. I was big. I had to work all the nights because Annie worked in the day. She did the cook, so Maria had no choice. But sometimes my
But we
face
did it
would.
both. We did
but
both.
my face would show. I guess sometimes. Well, yes, Annie worked the bar a lot too. But my face would show. I guess I looked like I was always mad, and there would always be somebody who'd come by and say, "Maria, can you smile? Would you please smile?" I go, "I'm sorry, this is my face. I can't
am
help
smiling.
it." They
I've
go,
been
"See,
working
yeah."
It was
14
a
hours.
difference because when I bartended, shit, it was the party.
It was
on.
my-
I remember.
We had the
It's
we had
so
the conga
true.
line. We had the
remember.
shit going on. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I had to stop. Sandra,
Yeah. She had to cut you off.
yeah,
I hear that.
too much of a party.
That's why I'm so much like my dad in
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad liked to party.
Life at the party.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear that.
And I love people. And I made
It was-
so
it was
many
good.
good friends.
Good
So
man.
many good friends.
Does any of your food, the plates that you have on your menu, does any of it have is there a unique story behind any one of those items? Like something that
Like
maybe
this chicken soup.
Yeah, the chicken soup. It's a popular item.
I got a good story of the chicken soup.
Yeah.
Well, I had gone. I was adopting my son in 1999, and I adopted him. He was born in Tijuana, and I went to. There was this place across the street from the hotel, and they had the best chicken soup, and it was just basically what it is. What I have now. It had another little something in it, but I can't get that chile. Anyway, But so I came back and I was a little hungover one day, and I went. We make chicken. We have to boil it. You know, the broth. So I make I did it like I remember when I was adopting my son.
Right.
And people were like, "What is that?" And I'm like, I just kind of whipped together. And I made them both. And that's how it became on the menu. And it became one of our best sellers. It's a
Right.
chicken soup.
Right.
But everything is separate.
Yeah, you know, with the cilantro, the onion, the aguacate.
Even the recado, the soup.
But the soup is the broth
Mixed
from the
chicken.
chicken that we boiled to cook.
So
Right.
you make it all separate,
Separate.
and then put it together.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
Really?
And
So
that's what
a,
makes-
that's a hidden magic.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
right.
and it was a hit salad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't tell you how much people love chicken soup, but it's also
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah,
It,
absolutely.
for a cold
Oh.
something, it'll
Oh,
it'll
if
put
you're,
you
if you're
up.
feeling sick, I mean,
People come in when they have a cold or
Uh-huh.
something. Oh, this is the best remedy. It's the best remedy. They come in, right, man?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And
That's-
I also want to say for those the people that came and didn't always have such a great experience, if there was anything that they were offended or hurt by or felt we didn't give the service that they deserve, I want to apologize for that because
Yeah.
it happens, you know. And sometimes people leave without you realizing what happens till after they're gone.
Right.
So,
well,
And
you
it
know,
happens.
And well, you know that's good and great, but sometimes you can't make everybody happy no matter what you do. I mean, you know that
But
being
we
in
have
business.
to make everybody
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
we try.
I mean, you know, there's just some people that are assholes, right?
Well, yeah, that's so true. And it's too bad that for one
Yeah.
person, everybody else has to,
But it's
you know,
okay.
pay the price
It's
for it.
okay, you know?
Yeah. All right. So, opposite question. What's one thing you know for sure you're not going to miss with the restaurant?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, I'm going to miss everything.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
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 I'm with my sister.
Yeah.
I'm with my sister. Just the headaches of something going wrong with the building or this and that because it's such an old building.
Yeah.
Just little things. I mean,
Well, they're not
but-
little. They could be
but-
big.
but,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But otherwise, I agree with my sister.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's just
I'm gonna
it's-
miss everything.
It's just the history.
Yeah.
You know, you know, and you spoke
See.
on it already about, you know, where it came from you remembering your grandma's cooking to your dad to going
But-
the growth that you guys did and all the blood, sweat, tears, you
Right.
know, that you put into this.
But also, you know what a restaurant does? People come in here, they can talk politics.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk their personal, private business, their family business.
Yeah.
It could be somebody that just is meeting on a date.
Or they
I
can
mean,
have
there's-
affairs.
We don't want to go
That I
there.
love.
We've also seen some things here. That we're like the monkeys,
Oh, yeah,
you know.
well,
we
of
don't
course.
see, speak,
You
or
see
hear
all
any-
the- you see all these
nothing.
things that I
Just
love. I love.
zip it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Hey, you look
they
like this.
they give you that wink, you know. Don't,
yeah.
don't talk about this. One
Yeah,
day
they're-
with the boyfriend or girlfriend, the next day with the wife,
That's what
spouse,
it is.
you know.
we're not going to go there. I think
Yeah.
you're trying to get some
And-
info.
and no names, no names.
No names.
All I know is faces.
But stuff like that, you
Well,
know.
you know
that's
what's
pretty cool.
funny though, Marie, to your point, I'm going to mention somebody who worked here, and actually one of the most memorable times I had in here was with that individual, and they're no longer with us, Renato.
Oh.
Renato Ruiz.
Oh, Renato, yeah. He
man.
did work for us. didn't
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I remember he used to
We
work.
had a lot of kids
he used
work
to
for us, yeah.
He used to work the bar.
Yeah, he
Honey,
did.
we used to have so many people from the
Oh,
West
you
Side
guys-
work for
you
us,
guys had a
man.
lot of people. I remember
From the
that.
community.
Yeah,
But-
from
And
the community.
go
But
ahead.
that night, there was something going on here. You guys had a band or somebody playing music, and Renato was here, and we were sitting at that table right there, that first table right here in the corner. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but we didn't seem to agree a whole lot on what we were talking about. But Renato just being a good guy, friends, we're friends, and we were just talking and talking and talking. And I remember we were just drinking and talking and drinking and disagreeing and talking. But it's to your point, right? Like, that's what you guys
Brought.
have brought.
Yes.
You
Right.
brought that community
You're right.
together
Yeah.
right here
You're
in
right.
your restaurant, you
Yeah.
know. We were probably talking about sports, I'm guessing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was just something. And so, it's just one of those things where when that goes away, we talked today about safe spaces. It's a big buzzword, and I don't know if you heard this word before. 2 words.
No.
Safe space. This is a safe space. I want to create a safe space, this and that. That's actually, to me, what La Fonda represents
Thank
in
you.
the community. It's a safe space for people to go eat with their friends, eat with their girlfriends, boyfriend, whoever it is, their family, the business meeting. I'm sure you've had a ton over the years. So, I think that's one of the aspects of what your restaurant has.
But
done
even
for
if there was problems or stuff, it got settled that night
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, because, pretty much the Westside people, whatever. But besides that, but yes, it all got settled and everything's, it was all
How
good.
about all the games, baseball games that we had, all
Yeah.
the tournaments
The
that were here?
tournaments,
We
the
met so many
basketball.
teams from all over the
Yeah.
Des Moines, and they still come. When they
Omaha,
come, they'll come and
Omaha.
say hello to us.
Really?
Now they're not going to be
Wichita,
able to.
Omaha,
Yeah.
Topeka,
Yeah.
all of those people.
Yeah.
Great people.
A lot of good
Wonderful
people.
Sandy,
yeah.
you said you had a
Chicago.
story. You had a story about, was it Joe Montana?
Oh, Joe. My man Joe.
I don't know if he remembers still.
Well, I think he does, and not unless he's senile now or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he had bought into the distributorship for Coors Light. He was going around making his rounds, thanking people for buying this beer. And we were one of his last stops, and he was taking pictures with the
He had all
kids.
the
And we
kids.
got pictures. We have pictures of him with the kids. And we were his last stop. And so he, about an hour and a half, he's taking pictures with the kids. And then I said, okay, he's had enough. And I said, Joe, are you hungry? He goes, yeah, I'm hungry. I got to leave in a little bit. Okay. I said, all right, done. Brought him up here. I said, he goes, I'm pretty hungover. I said, well, let's take a shot. Next thing I know, we had a bottle of tequila and we knocked it out. And we were up here for 3 hours, man. 3 hours. Just him and I. And I have a picture in my home of him and I together hugging each other.
Oh,
and
man.
we're totally fucked up. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was the best time. And he goes, oh, man, I got to go. I said, well, shit, you got your own private plane. What are you in
You
a
know
hurry
what Teddy
for?
told me in the morning?
Yeah.
I had a dream about Joe Montana last night.
Oh,
You liar, cabrón.
I had a dream about that.
Well, if anybody knows me, I don't go there.
Yeah. No, I hear
But
you.
I love you guys. He was
He was
awesome.
good.
It was so awesome.
That's it.
That's
That
amazing.
is-
Best
Yeah, I
guy.
was just kidding
No,
about
but
that.
you're talking about. He was talking about his. Oh, the lady that worked for him was Mexicana. She made him tostadas, and so he ate tostadas. Oh wow, these are just like the ones that lady makes for me. I said, oh, wow. So yeah, we just talk. 3 hours, man.
You know what that is, D-Rod?
Oh, I know
You know what that
exactly what
is,
that
Maria
is.
Sandy? That's
That's
a
a
salud.
That's a
Salud.
That's a
Salud
chorizo
to-
con papas.
That
That's
is.
a Chorizo Papas for getting fucked up with Joe Montana.
Hey, there's not a lot of people who could tell a story like that, by the way.
Has there been any other
Yeah,
celebrities?
No, and then he
Gardner,
came back. But
Heidi
he
Gardner.
did come back again after that. He came back a
Nice.
year later. Came back. He goes, I'm gonna go see Sandy again. And it was a Cinco de Mayo, and it was packed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him. We had a few.
Yeah.
He remembered then, though, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
He remembered.
And then a friend of mine from LA, I don't know, she had gone to a game in, it was in San Francisco, and there was some event, and she said, "Oh, you have a friend in common that you know, or something like that." And he goes, "Yeah, Sandy from La Fonda El Taquito." He goes, "Sandy, spiky hair, yeah." I'm like, "Oh my God, he remembered me, man."
That's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
great.
So that was cool.
That is cool.
You know, yeah, I thought that was pretty
Very
awesome.
cool. Very cool.
Also, Heidi Gardner from Saturday Night
Oh
Live came.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Nice.
She came because of my son Juan Carlos met her and told her to come to eat at the restaurant. So she brought her boyfriend and another couple. And guess what Sandy did with them?
Got them all fucked up again. Did you? Good.
Sandy
They
got
did
2
not say-
jobs.
I have,
Cook
I
and
have
get
to,
people drunk.
feed him and get them a little drink.
Good.
That's what I do.
Well, you got
That's my job.
you got to make it memorable.
I love it.
People have got to tell stories.
That's
You
what
know,
I
when
do.
she says at lunchtime, she goes, "You guys want a shot?" And I'm like, "These girls aren't going to want a shot." They go, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh my God, yeah."
Yeah, I've heard that question many times.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I said, come on, Maria.
Let's talk about your staff, because there's one thing I remember, like coming in here over the years, is you guys didn't seem to have a lot of turnover, like in staff. The waitresses seemed like the same. I remember some of the young people seemed like the same. They grew up, obviously, but I'm sure you guys have had turnover over the years. I'm sure. Who's longtime staff member that you guys have here?
Our favorite, Marta.
Marta Ramirez.
Marta Ramirez
She's
is
been
the
here
best.
30 years with us at least.
Wow.
35 years. She's
Our main
in
cook.
the kitchen. Yeah, my main cook and I. Yeah, she's the best. She's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
And we also had others, We've had, let me try to think of who, besides Genaro, from the community, we had John Fierro worked here. Nana Malgosa worked here.
Oh my God.
Beto Lopez, I think, even worked here for a short time, or one of them did.
No, not Beto.
I think
No,
he wasn't it him.
Oh my God, we had so many from the community. That
And then we
worked
had a
here.
lot of them that were not from here, but we're gente mexicana that we hired that were looking for jobs and ended up being really great employees.
Carlitos,
absolutely.
Machine.
Absolutely.
Anna, that passed
Ana
away.
Melgoza was one of our
but Anna,
long time.
Anna,
Ana, I wasn't meaning Melgoza. Ana Casas.
Casa.
She worked for me for 25 years.
Yeah.
Really?
As a waitress. Nana, my girl
Nana,
now, she's been with us 15
Nana.
years.
Nana's been with us for a long time. Our waitress now, she's been with us for a while.
Wow.
And then I had a lot of kids from high school that were working for us part-time. I had kids from Parkville and Park High School that even came to work as bartenders here.
Over the course of 47 years, one of the things that you guys have been involved in the past, we were kind of just talking about this with Maria here, is not just being a part of the community, but being involved in the community, right? Promoting, sponsoring, maybe even, some of the community leadership, maybe some political parties, things like that. Where does that come from for you guys? Is that a family
It's
thing?
very important for me.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a naturalized citizen, okay? But of our ancestors, all our aunts and uncles that came during the 40s with my great-grandmother that I told you about, well, when their kids were 17, 18, 19, they were being drafted for World War II. I have one aunt and uncle that had 7 boys, and they all went to the service, every one of them. Wow. And they didn't have to, but they all volunteered, and they all came back. So, yeah, I'm very proud of our families and every one of them. I'm sure all of your fathers, all of your grandfathers served in the military. Yeah. So that's very important to me. So that's very political for me because we've given to this country so much. Right. We've supported this country so much, not just by our working hard and our morals, but who we are as a person and how we treat people and how family is so important to us. Yeah. Those things should be important for everybody. I don't care what political affiliation you are. And be respectful and treat people the way you want to be treated. Is that so hard? And we can be different. We can be able to agree to disagree. That's all okay, but let's talk. Let's not stop with this hate, with this horrible thing that because you're one color and I'm one color, you're better than I am. That is so ridiculous. And if you know the people and the individuals and you deal with, we are such a melting pot.
Yeah.
How can you not know somebody from another country and have them be your friend? Give me a break.
Right.
So yeah, I'm right now with this climate, I'm going to do everything I can and stand up because this is a time. If not, we're all going to be very sorry what's going to come to us because it can happen. Look what's happening now, and they're not even they're not even asking our permission. They're coming in and taking our people. They can take you. They can take her. They can take me. They let them take me. I'm ready for them to take me. I want them to take me. I want to be on TV. But
well, you're gonna be on TV right now.
But yeah, it's scary and it's not right.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah.
We've given so much to this country,
Yeah.
and even before, even all the people that are here illegally, that everybody's saying, and then we know they're not terrorists and whatever. How much did they give to this country by paying their taxes, by having everything taken out, and they cannot claim their taxes at the end of the year, so it's gone for them. They don't have anything they can hold on to. And that's just not right.
Right.
Yeah, our people that work for us for the longest time that have been so dedicated, and yeah, and it scares me for them also.
Right,
You know?
right.
And
for
you
sure.
know why?
Right.
It's all
de-
hate.
definitely-
We know what it is.
It's definitely a scary time.
Yeah, it's very scary.
It's a scary time. I want to go back a little bit to the restaurant.
Okay.
I want to go back to the restaurant. Your menu. Have you guys ever changed anything with that? Added or took away?
Yeah, we took maybe a couple
We
of
took a
dishes
few
out,
things
but it was
out,
like
but-
the bistec a la parrilla, which was a steak. That was,
we kept what people really
but we
wanted.
kept what everybody
Yeah.
really wanted.
okay.
And then
I
we have
just thought on that.
specials. Then we have specials.
Because I could have sworn.
But I
got
always
some
come
stuff
out
before
with.
that.
I always
Maybe.
come out
You
with-
probably did.
with
It could have
special-
been, pork
with
flautas.
special customers. I come out if we're doing a little guiso or some chicharrón and chile, and I say, "Oh, look what I got today! Try this." And then,
But we also
yeah.
used to have the pork
What you got in
flautas.
there now? Because
and-
I didn't eat dinner tonight. That was-
Yeah, what you got back
Yeah,
there?
come back tomorrow, guys. Shit.
You know, one thing you guys are known for is the deep fried tacos, and that was always a Thursday night special.
It still is.
It still is. Okay.
Thursday all day.
Oh,
Special.
Okay. Like that, and I wonder this sometimes because Kansas City seems to be hooked on the hard shell deep fried taco.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, that's you don't go to a lot of cities and find that.
No.
You know, a lot of them are soft tortillas. Flour or corn.
Well, they don't even have them in Mexico, really. They don't have the deep fried tacos in Mexico.
Right. And so, was that a original item or did that evolve?
The deep fried tacos came from our grandmothers made in the
yeah.
fiestas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the Guadalupe fiestas, that's where they started making them. But let me go back. Deep fried tacos are made in Mexico, but mostly in the markets. And they're made out of papas or chorizo.
Right.
And, then they fold them up and they make them like that and serve them like that with cabbage or some and sauce. Here, I don't know. I would love to know who invented the picadillo to put it inside or who thought of that idea.
Well, my bicota started doing them. I don't know.
But she
Para
wasn't the
picadillo.
one. But she's not
No,
the one.
I don't know.
Somebody in the group of all the ladies that were cooking said, "Let's do the tacos with picadillo and let's see how they come out."
That's
Hello.
the greatest thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That wouldn't that be? And we did not get
And
we did
it's-
not get stories from our grandmas about stuff like that. That's a shame, because we don't have any history or document of how they got together, how they formed to make the kitchen work for maybe 30 ladies that were in there cooking for the fiestas. That was a lot.
Right.
And so they had to get organized, and they had to be somebody was there in charge, and to say, "Okay, comadre, let's try this or let's
Right.
try that," and until they came up with these
I
great
know
recipes.
exactly how it happened.
How did it happen?
So somebody made some picadillo, and somebody was like, "I can't eat this without tortilla." They put it on there, did it.
But even soft shell tortillas
I
con
mean,
picadillo,
it's
man.
good.
That's
That must-
awesome.
That's what I do with
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Sandy,
Give me a tortilla
that was
with
probably
everything.
my ancestor because there's very little I could eat without a tortilla.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
sorry.
have the tortilla.
I mean,
gotta have the tortilla.
You know, we eat tortilla and butter, tortilla with avocado.
Everything.
I mean, come on.
Everything is
I went
tortilla.
and
It's our
got some
bread.
Italian yesterday. It was some breaded chicken and shit. I put that damn breaded chicken on tortilla and some chile.
Man,
You gotta have the tortilla.
the
and
tortilla
chile.
is the fork, the knife, the napkin,
Yeah.
the spoon. It's everything, right? No, for sure. You guys got to a point at, you talked about COVID, the impact of COVID, right? And what that did for you guys and to you guys. Did you know in 2020, 2021, like, we only have a couple more years?
It
maybe,
was hard.
Or
No.
talk about that. When did you guys?
We had no idea, actually. It was hard to come back. How are we going to start back? We lost a lot of employees.
And then we had issues with the building. Where are we going to get the money? How's it going to happen?
Yeah.
It was scary times. 20 employees, and we went down to 5.
Yeah, and that's how we are now.
And that's how
Well,
we say it.
everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't have a lot of people in.
We started,
had
yeah.
to separate the distance, the social distancing, and all
Well,
that.
and then
crap,
the health
right?
of
We just-
people, you got to be cautious aware
yeah.
of all that.
My brother
So
got
we
very
started.
sick
We
with COVID.
started just to go, and then
Right.
eventually we started opening the restaurant little by little, and then it built back up again. But yeah, that was a hard time for us to build back up.
But we knew if we wanted to keep it going and make it the food as good as it was, we had to cut our hours. So we went from 5 days a week to 4 days a week. No, we were more.
No, we were six.
7. No, we were 6 days a week, and we went down to 4 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
Was
just,
I'm sorry.
And then cut our night hours too.
yeah, I was going to
our
say,
evening
you
hours.
cut the evening hours and stuff.
We were tired and just we couldn't do the bar thing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we
and,
could, but we had to hire again and get everything.
we
you
just
know, it's just
didn't
like
want to
that.
go there again.
It's a lot of work.
It's
a lot of work.
Did you ever, like, look at your younger nieces and nephews and say, hey,
Yeah. Well,
somebody
Y'all
better
coming
start
in here. Y'all
drawing
coming in
straws
here."
because somebody's going to come in this restaurant and
Well,
keep this going.
Did not phase them.
of course, they didn't step up to the plate, Sal.
Yeah.
And-
Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Just
Yeah.
put this in perspective. A restaurant is open. You open, let's say, 11, and you close at 9.
Right.
Okay, how many hours is that in a day?
Right.
The cooks have to be there super early to make sure at least 2 or 3 hours prior to you opening to make sure everything is ready.
Right.
You have to have waitresses. You have to have bussers. You have to make sure you have cooks plus a dishwasher, the bartender. It's a lot. And then on top of that, maintaining everything. A restaurant requires a lot of maintenance plus the supplies, the products, everything that goes into it. And your neighbor next door just got a special. Now you have to give a special because there's a competition.
There's
Who's
a
over
lot
here?
of competition.
Everybody wants to leave tip for people, but how can you leave a tip when you keep raising the prices because the price of the food is keep going up, and we don't want to do that.
Right.
So it comes to a point where you say, you know what, the profit is so small that it's really not worth it for us to work this hard and not see a larger profit, or for more for us
Right.
coming in,
Right.
and that's where we were at.
Okay.
So
The support you guys have been getting since.
So
unbelievable,
Sense.
yeah.
it's
Let's
been
talk on
crazy.
that. Like so you said you're closing, right? The end of January, right? I've seen a line outside up the street
Yeah.
of people, and how often is that? Every day now?
It
Well,
has been
It
for a
has
while.
been since we announced that we're
Overwhelming. It's
closing. Yeah, it's
overwhelming.
overwhelming, of course.
Yeah, that's to speak on what you're talking about having people, having a cook. And earlier you even said like people waiting for an hour for the food.
An hour
but
and a half.
It has to come. It's coming because it's homemade. It's coming
And
being
it-
made with
yeah.
love. I mean,
And they're staying here for love, to represent,
Yeah,
showing us
support.
the love, the support.
Right.
Right. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So-
I got up there twice during the week, didn't I, Sandy, and said, guys, I'm so sorry. Everything's backed up for about an hour and a half. Or, guys, sorry, we ran out of food. We've got to close for an hour. Those things
And
were true.
regroup and start all
But
over
they
again.
stayed.
Yeah.
They stayed.
So we appreciate all
So
that.
much.
Oh, yeah.
well, hey,
It's
let's do a
overwhelming.
salute to them.
Salute.
Let's do a
Salute
I'm
to
not
the
a- I'm not a
customers.
tequila
To all
guy.
our wonderful
Salute to
customers.
the
Salute to the
customers. Yeah.
customers.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. I got some.
we got more.
What was that? I mean, what was that conversation like, Maria and Sandy? You guys came to that decision point. I mean, you talked about, Maria, you got really emotional there. You know how tough it was, and how hard it is.
Right.
To say, okay,
Yeah.
we need a.
It's
we
time.
Need
It's time.
So
Yeah.
talk about that between you guys. Was that
For me,
tough?
seeing my sister physically sick, she was getting just too sick, too many. Her body was not able to maintain the hours that she wanted to put in and not affect her.
right?
Takes a toll.
Takes a toll. And then said, Sandra, we're not getting any younger. I know 11 years difference between us is big, okay?
Right.
But I'm very happy that I stayed as long as I did and that I could.
Right.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But if she can enjoy her time right now and have those more 11 years that I didn't have and she can enjoy, man, do it. Because you need to do it, and you need to put your priorities in order. And that, to me, for her, should be a priority right now. Her health, more than anything. And she did what good. And listen, if she wants to open a restaurant in a year, she can do it. Or if you're another
doubt
business
it.
in cooking, rather catering, whatever she wants to do, she can do it. So it's not like, but I think she needs a break.
Yeah, I need a break. Yeah. It's just pretty overwhelming.
It's been a hell of a ride.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride.
A great ride. Yeah.
It's been a great ride.
And let me say to all the people and all the wonderful friends that have passed away in the past, it's unbelievable how many people we have lost, friends that we have lost, families that we thought we were going to see forever. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I love everybody on the West Side. I love all my customers. I love all my people that came.
Guys,
Everybody.
Thank you for the support.
We had people of all nationalities come here. It's been great.
I mean, listen, D-Rod, man, and I, one of the things I used to tease D-Rod about is and this is well before the I mean, D-Rod and I have been pretty close for a number of years now, and he's my uncle.
I was gonna say, how'd you meet?
Yeah, he's my uncle.
Oh, okay.
He's my mom's brother, youngest brother, and for years I have been telling D-Rod every birthday we call each other, and I would always tell D-Rod, man, we're gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever, right? Yeah. And naturally, it's a faith thing, right? Because I believe that. But when we started this podcast, I started thinking like, man, we are gonna live forever because when I'm gone, when D-Rod's gone, when we're all gone, our kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, they're going to be able to look back on these videos and see us. And similar with you all. Your family is going to be able to see you. But where I'm going with this, Marie and Sandy, is to say this. I have no doubt, hearing you guys talk about how much you care, your passion, how much hard you've worked over the years, where this started, 17th and Summit, moving to California to learn how to make tortillas, to today, and here in the next couple of weeks wrapping it up, that your family members are looking down with a huge smile on their face saying, we're proud of you.
I hope so.
Well, we thank you guys for doing this and let us tell our story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
It
in a
needs to be
different way.
told.
Not, it wasn't like an interview. It was like
this
we
is
just got to
nice.
speak it.
Yeah.
It really
Absolutely.
tell
It was
you
just
how we
like
feel.
sitting with Joe Montana.
I love it.
And your niece Carla, right?
Yeah, Carla.
Carla, you better start a restaurant, and it better taste like La Fonda El
It better taste
Taquito.
like Fonda.
I'm just saying. Look, we know we're gonna wrap up here, but there's a couple things that we do want to mention and talk about that people should remember you all for as well. And I know D-Rod had something about the folklorico dancing.
Oh yeah. I mean, those people that know, you was in charge of the dance group,
Yes. We started the dance group also in 1979. And El Grupo Folklorico Atotonilco. And your sister, Sylvia, was a great part of it, along with many of the ladies that had their children perform for us.
Yeah.
We
A lot of family.
A lot of family. And also, let me say, we received a lot of accolades and a lot of awards.
Traveled a lot.
And our kids, when we first started, we joined the Association of National Grupos Folclóricos. Esa es la Asociación Nacional de Grupos Folclóricos. And we went the first year, and we thought, we belong here. We need to come in, and because there were groups from all over the United States.
Yeah.
And the ones that were the strongest was California, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, that area, because they have so many groups that perform, and they're also in their universities. So we practiced and we studied very hard for like a year. And I remember taking the kids to Albuquerque. That was our conference. And the youngest one was Juan Carlos, which he was like 6 or 7, and Stacy Hurtado.
Which is your son.
The third one, Juan Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos,
And I had 10 kids that performed, 5 couples. And so every group that performed a state, one number. Okay, so they said, well, you guys are the kids. We'll put you on last. We'll put the kids on the last for this show. So we came down. We did Jalisco. we brought the house down. They carried the kids. The people got the kids off the stage and were carrying them around because they were so impressed by how they danced. So we have a lot of talent, and this has to continue for the good of our kids. It brought them such pride. They're extremely talented.
Well, every fiesta, they be on stage.
But look at how many people come from all over to see this kind of performances from this particular style of art, which is folklore. And it has to be done by couples. It cannot be done by girls. That's not our folklore. Right. And we have so many, 32 states with different regions. Right. It's overwhelming what we can do. So my goal after I retire is I want to put a studio for El Grupo Atotonilco. I want kids to come from anywhere, I don't care what race or nationality you are, but if you want to learn folklore and take it serious, where we can make a company here, where we can go perform like professionals, that's my goal. And there's no reason we can't do that.
There's not one here.
No, there's not one here. And it's really sad because when I go to California, they have all kinds of groups and performances that travel all over. We could be one of those. We should be one of those. And because we have the arts here, and it's so predominant, when you have people like the Kaufmans or the Halsbergs and all that, a lot of these groups that see our kids will pick them out and say, hey, I want that little girl to come and do the Nutcracker. She's super talented. I'm going to give her a scholarship. I want her in my dance group. That's what can happen. Yeah. And it has happened. Right. So, and also I want you to know in my dance group, I had a young man, his name was Carlos, that went to foreign language. We danced in Ensenada. Our backdrop was the ocean. After the performances, they were all like overwhelmed. And one of the interviewers said, I want to interview one of your kids. Which should I interview? I said, Carlos. He goes, but he's a negrito. He's black. I said, so? Right. He's bilingual. He did the whole interview in Spanish. Wow. So those are the things that are important.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a little girl that was deaf that was in my group. So see, it can happen. I want it to happen. There's nothing we can't do for our kids. And this is a time to give them the good examples. And show, we can do it. Si se puede.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
I love it.
Is there anything about La Fonda El Taquito on the food part that is going to continue after the restaurant is closed? Are you thinking about catering? Are you thinking about anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm doing that, but we need a little break, maybe about a month,
absolutely.
month and a half,
sure.
to the show.
And
then I will put it out and put it out there.
What are you thinking about, Sandy? Are you thinking about like the puerco? Or
Well,
what
I'm
are
doing
you thinking
the
about?
things that the people really want is the menudo,
Chicken soup.
the chicken soup, the burrito spreads, the sopa, the frijoles.
And I think she can also do pop-up, can't she?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, right now, I want to get through this.
Yeah,
and relax a while.
Then relax a little bit, and then come back in about 2 months, but then I will be putting it on. I'll get a website or whatever I got to do.
Absolutely.
That's what I was going to ask you.
So, for sure. So, people, And
how
I know they want our chips and they want our salsas. Oh, my God. So,
I did see somebody say, and maybe you can talk about this. Have you ever thought, somebody asked the question, hey, they should bottle their enchilada sauce. I saw that. And have you ever thought about anything like that?
The enchilada sauce would be hard to keep it, but you can do the salsas that we do, the regular sauces,
Right. It's hard though because, like, for example, a Kansas City legendary restaurant just like you guys, Gojo's, they closed after COVID.
Right.
Legendary restaurant.
Yes.
And many people miss them. And then they are starting to bottle their yellow sauce. The yellow sauce.
And it's not the same.
And that's what people say.
No,
They're like,
not.
oh man, because you got to add things to it to preserve it,
it.
And so that's the fight,
And that's the same thing with our sauces. It's fresh every day.
Exactly.
But it's so suave like that.
But that's how Mexican food should be.
But I agree.
Just beware, guys. I'll be coming back. Give me a month and a half, 2 months,
absolutely.
just to regroup.
Whenever you're ready. We'll be ready whenever you're ready.
I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
For sure.
All right. Well, listen, you guys, thank you.
No, thank you.
No. Thank you. Yeah. What you guys have done here for, better part of 50 years, it's just been incredible. A lot of
you.
passion, a lot of heart, a lot of commitment.
It's
Not just
emotional.
to not just to your food and your business, but to your family, to the community. You know, to a lot of other people's families. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have so many memories here, and that's why the line is out the door, because of those reasons, me and Sandy, because that's Kansas City's way of saying thank you, right?
Thank you.
I like to
So-
second that. I mean,
So
100%.
much.
You
Thank
know,
you,
just the history, the love, the support that our community has. I mean, we were talking before we got started, and even during this whole conversation, about some of the memories we've had ourselves. You know, and it's an honor to know that I've been a part of this in my lifetime.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Daniel.
Absolutely.
Means a lot.
Don't forget, so the 31st is the last day to say goodbye to us. It's no food, just a
Party.
A party on
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
31st?
have yes.
Music all day.
Andre, make
and
sure that
drinking,
we
and
put
that's
him
it.
for sure. Andre and maybe Las Estrellas and Ciel, all of them going to come jam. So we should have
Yeah.
that. We'll give you the details.
Absolutely.
That's going to be on Saturday the 31st.
Yeah, whatever we can do to promote it and attend. By the way,
Oh, you
I don't
gotta
know
come.
I don't know what day the 31st is.
It's
What
a
is that?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Oh, then we'll probably be
Wow,
here.
yeah.
We'll probably
for
be here.
sure.
So stop by and that's our last hurrah.
Absolutely. Well,
sure.
thank you guys again.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We're gonna get out of here, D-Rod, man. Which you guys are gonna be sorely missed, man, so much. So, we're gonna say everybody, Enterrupt KC, JL,
D-Rod, man.
man, come out if you can between now and the 31st.
Come on the 31st.
Come on the 31st. Come support Sandy. Come support Maria. Come support La Fonda.
And I do want to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're going to have an auction for all the material, the stuff that we have
All
in
the
here.
artwork?
All the artwork,
Oh,
the
man,
chairs,
I meant to
everything,
ask you
everything.
that. I meant to ask you that.
So-
There's a couple pieces that
There's
I've
a
been
lot of
having my
pieces
eye
everybody
on.
wants.
So we're going to price it, and it'll be the second week of February.
We'll
Okay.
let you guys know.
Absolutely.
Okay, for sure. I
Y'all
want to
heard
get
it
in
first.
on that.
Y'all heard it first right here. Interrupt KC. We are out of here, everybody.
All right, chorizo con papas.
Chorizo Papas, deuces.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Is that why you guys go by JL and D-Rod?
Yeah, it's show names.
I like it.
Jose.
That was so cool and so comfortable.
Yeah,